Let us begin. Click, click, click. Hello everyone, and welcome to Chinatown, Vancouver, but from inside my vehicular. I've been chasing the sun all afternoon, trying to find the right spot to shoot this What's in My Bag video, but it's come down to this. I'm gonna have to go indoors, so let's get inside. I mean, the weather looks pretty good. Like, the sun is just setting. It's nice. But of course, you want a little bit of, you want to be able to see inside my bag, right? And so let's find a place to sit down. You knew I was coming here, didn't you? I think you just knew. And it actually sounds kind of busy too for, what time is it now? It's like 4:30. They're closing in an hour and a half, but we'll see if I can get my table. Yeah, I'm gonna go and find my spot here. I'm gonna go to the back. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of busy, but still pretty good. And my table is ready, but maybe I'll sit up. Maybe I'll sit over here. I think maybe I'll sit over here. All right, I'm just now settling in here. I'm in the medium-sized booth, not the full-width booth, because, I don't know, even though it's more comfortable in the bigger booth, I like the smaller size. It feels a little more intimate. And the angle of the camera is a little bit higher, so I can show you the bag a little bit better here. So let me just settle in, and then maybe have some milk tea, and then I'll be right back. This may be a failed video. Let me just put on my sunglasses here. I think I left my phone at home, which would be good, because it's safe there. But I could have also left it in my car, which is not safe. People don't break into cars typically in Chinatown, but if they see the phone on the dash, someone might break in. And so I'm almost positive I left it at home. So I'm gonna have to eat quickly, not shoot my video, and get back to the car. And if it's not in the car, I'm happy, but I'm not gonna come back here. So failed video. This is gonna be one of those buried videos. Maybe I'll just say my main camera here on my day off here. So the whole thing about today was I was going to shoot a What's in My Bag video with Camera Girl, and this is how I pack my bag for real on my day off. And my main camera on my day off is the Leica M10R with the 35 Summicron pre-spherical version 4, aka King of Bokeh. And so I took a couple photos of Camera Girl. I didn't have a lot of time because, well, we're just hanging out, and she doesn't really like me taking photos of her too often anymore because, well, I've been taking pictures of her for like 30 plus years. And so here is the Wotancraft 7-liter pilot, and I was going to show you exactly how I packed it today. I packed it to the max, and I was super excited to show you how I packed it, but I gotta eat, I gotta head back, and we're gonna have to do this some other time. All right, so thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you soon. Happy shooting. All right, guys, I am finally home, and my phone was not stolen, but it was inside my car on the dash. So I am glad that I made the decision to leave Maxim's. And so I didn't end up shooting the video while I was out and about. Spent 2 hours trying to figure out a place to do What's in My Bag, and I end up here at home once again. And so this is again how I packed the Wotancraft 7-liter pilot when I was out and about on my day off. And just to show you, this was my main camera on my day off with Camera Girl. It is the Leica M10R with the 35 Summicron V4 King of Bokeh on a Wotancraft parachuter strap. I just like this strap combo with the M10R. It just pops, and it matches the bag as well. And so starting on the outside, what did I put in this little pouch? Well, what I put in here is a little unusual, is I put my hero clip. And the reason is because, as I kind of complained, I could put it here, but it kind of, I mean, I guess it's not horrible, but it kind of dongles. And I'm always worried it'll catch on something. And of course, I can also have it hanging off the back here like this. It's always going to be kind of up against my body. I don't want it here as well, but when I was at the restaurant, this is exactly how I hung this off the edge of the table for dim sum this morning. And so that's how I had it. For storage, this is meant for change or AirPods or something, but I'm leaving my carabiner in here until Wotancraft decides to put some kind of a molly or another lash point. So there's one here it'd be nice to have another one on the other side. And so let's go inside the bag here. And as I showed in my first look, on the outer pouch, it's slightly dimensioned, but it's just perfectly not the right size for the way I want to use it. So I have my change pouch in here, which is not ideal, but in here is my plotter journal, and I did think about putting it in vertically like this, but then it sticks out, and then I can easily put my change pouch on the side or put something else this way, but it bothers me that it's sticking out. I can still close it, but it just feels safer when it's down like this. But because of that, this change pouch just perfectly doesn't fit anywhere other than maybe squeezed in the side. So I put it this way, which makes it bulge out. So this isn't ideal, but this is how I did it. So let's just pull this out again. Alright, so that's the front, and now it's empty. And then the top compartment here, this side here ended up being kind of like my toiletry section, I guess. So I always have a little Ziploc bag with tissue as well as some wet wipes. You know, you end up eating an ice cream cone or something walking down the street and your hands are dirty or something. It's nice to be able to, if you eat street food, it's nice to have wet wipes as well as some napkins, as well as I have these little, I don't know what they're called. What are they called? Little hotties, like hand warmers, because it is pretty darn cold right now in Canada. So I have that in one pocket. So I actually do really appreciate these upper pockets up here. And then on this side, I have basically my plug-in kit. And this is from a brand called, I don't even know how to pronounce this, I don't know what it's called, but this is 65 watts. And look how small this is. Pop out like this. They gave me the cable as well, and it's 65 watts. I think it's 18 watts per USB-A, 65 watts for the top one, so you can actually work off of a MacBook. I have the Air, so easily 65 watts you can charge this up, but I'm sure even like a MacBook Pro, I don't have one, so I don't know what the wattage is, but 65, something this small and portable, is actually pretty sweet. So I have this with me because you never know when you need to power things up when you're out and about. And it takes up so little space, why not just carry it, right? So I have that up here. Alright, so let's look inside. Start with the big thing here. This is my main Orbit key. It's the pencil case, but it ends up being the perfect dop kit. It holds all my little things that I need. On this side here, I have my Ulanzi J12 lavalier microphones. I have my little iPhone stand. This is another Ulanzi product. I really like using this. And then I have basically a multi-tool, the free T4 from Leatherman, and I have a Olight flashlight. So that all fits on one side, perfectly like that. And on this side, you just have like, you know, my AirTag. I have my toothbrush to clean my gear, and then Tide pen, Sharpie with some gaffer tape just in case, and then just some chapstick, some Burt's Bees. And so that all fits in here. This dop kit follows me everywhere I go, and so yeah, this is just the right size for me. And then bigger stuff here, I have my DJI kit, the entire Osmo Pocket 3 kit, all fits inside here, and this basically went in vertically like this. I have my EF X20 flash from Fujifilm right here, and I do put a little orange filter to warm it up because on Leicas it tends to look a little bit too cool for me. And then here is the Blade 5 from Harlow. So it's just a pocket LED light. It's bicolor, but also long press, changes it over to RGB. And so whenever I'm out and about, I'm doing product photography, a light like this is just perfect, nice and compact. And it's just kind of the right shape as well. So I'm enjoying using this. And then here, again, I always carry a power bank. And again, this is from Inui. And I've switched over to this from my Anchor. It's a little chonky, so it depends on your carrying style. But the thing I like about this is it actually tells you how much power is left. And it has two USB-C and a USB-A. And so output here, maximum 100 watts. On this side, and then you got 45 watts on the second one, which is to still run my MacBook Air or my iPad, and then you still get an A. So I like having two USB-C. My Anchor only gives you one C and one A. You get two of them here. So this is actually quite powerful, so you can easily fly with this. And then I have two cables here, USB-C and a lightning cable, because I still have a lot of Mac items that need lightning. So this is nice and small. It comes in this little case here. It's just perfect for me when I'm out and about. And then finally, what else is in here? pull it out here. There you go. I have a Leica Q3 on my Orange Armor BHD Coupe collaboration strap and a retro photo reading brass shutter release. And so I am retesting this once again. Now obviously on my day off, I still prefer the M10R. It just looks pretty, it's fun to use. I'm with my wife so I can shoot a little bit slower, she can pose for me, I don't need autofocus. And with this, the King of Bokeh versus my 28 Summicron, that monster hood, this is nice and flat. And so this is great on my day off. But I just thought I would carry this too because I am a 28 shooter and I prefer 28. And so having this with me, and it all fits as you saw inside this 7-liter pallet, which I knew it would fit because in my first look video you saw, I was able to fit an SL 35 Apo SL and an M10R and a 50. So this is actually quite large, but on my day off, I don't mind carrying one point and shoot and then basically like one YouTube studio if I needed it over here. And then in the middle here, basically I have kind of like random accessories like my battery pack and then my LED light and then my flash. So I still have, like, I could still use this for work. And then of course my DOP kit here, which now is gonna be a little bit tight to throw in here. So right here, it fits like that. So all that is now filled back up. And then what's left is in here. In the front, I put my journal, my change pouch, which is kind of in a weird spot. And I'm hoping that the leather is going to stretch out. So you can see again, it's a weird spot and it is really tight. You see that? It's really tight to close. I have more in here than I probably should have, but I can close it like that. So it is closed. And I forgot to mention in the back here, I typically would put my change pouch in here, but because I was out and about, I do need a shopping bag, which I ended up using. And it is, of course, that 5-liter Cordura shopping bag from Wotancraft. And I always tell people, get the 5-liter size. It is just the right size for just when you're grabbing a few things and people always kind of balance things and kind of handhold it. It's nicer to have a shopping bag like this. It's elegant, it's classy, and it's reasonably compact, but it does take up this entire back section over here. And that's that. This is my what's in my bag on my day off with Camera Girl. Now this is quite overstuffed. I could probably do without the Q3 and maybe even the DJI Pocket Osmo because I ended up not using it while with Camera Girl, but I did use it when into Chinatown. So this is kind of day off, but just in case I need to work. So typically, I guess if this really was my day off and I didn't think about work, I wouldn't have this in here. I wouldn't have the Q3 in here. And now there's tons of space in here, right? Lots of extra space. And I could even put like a water bottle or something like that in here. And so this is kind of how a normal human will use a bag like this on their day off. Is like that, and then sans this and sans this. Oh, and on my day off, my 2 watches. This is the Cobalt Seal monoblock in custom all black with a white dial. And here is the Momentum UDT with the baton markers. So let me know if you want to see other bags that I would carry on my day off. I know a lot of you like my what's in my bag. Others probably don't even care. But I enjoy sharing with you how I carry either when I'm working or on my days off. And so thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you soon. And happy shooting. Peace.